There we are back again. Sorry about the little issue.
Should be all good. Just OBS crashing there for a second, but we haven't missed anything. We're very early into the game. Actually, we're still looking at the interviews here. It's always the same one, right?
It is. Here we have the player stats. It's China versus Ukraine. Good Game RU supports him like crazy. Also, the European Twitter community supports Foggy like crazy. We like Romantic as well, but of course, if this cast is a little biased, please forgive us. It is LR, Foggy again spawning on the upper right.
Okay, first question here we have to ask is what hero does he choose? We have to assume Demon Hunter, because he can play the standard defensive style. He can also play very aggressively here, as we saw, working so well against TH. He basically won that game after 3 minutes, keeping the AM on level 2, getting to level 2, on level 1, excuse me, getting to level 2 and level 3 and level 4 very quickly. And it is the Demon Hunter.
Okay, again we see the immolation most likely. Engine of War here, nothing super greedy. We'll start with this one. That should be okay. On the other side, Romantic is known for being an Archmage player almost all the time, so there's no surprise to see that here. The question is, again, how will he creep? So far, I've seen him to be a very careful creeper. I think compared to Infi and also TH, he will not go for the expansion right away, but to creep a little first, to have a little more security in this game.
Players' forces are under attack.
Yeah, I can see that happening. And with that game yesterday, he knows about how dangerous it can be, giving Foggy that opening, because if you go for the instant expo, you might be stuck on level 1 for a very long time, and that is a very uncomfortable place to find yourself in. Demano finds the immolation ring first, I want to say, the circlet first, and that's pretty nice for immolation. Running past the creeps here. Okay, but we can see he's taken the time to take out those creeps, so he is not going to be going down for the instant harass. I think he was timing this with the Wisp as well. The Wisp seeing that the AM is not moving down south right away. So this is a really cool play. Little play by Foggy. If the AM goes for the instant expansion, he goes down. If not, he's going to creep up a little first.
Yeah, the little Troll High Priest, if this is a replenishment potion, it would be fantastic for the immolation as well. But also, with illusions you can do so much. With sentry wards, you get so much map vision. He gets the sentry ward, he can position them like here, and he always sees if there's more reinforcements coming. Here comes the militia train. On the other side, Romantic, in his games against Remind, he delayed his expansion to harass the Night Elf at creeping. Foggy is very far away. He will not pressure this. It is a very straight up game. Therefore, Mercenary Camp creep spot.
Super early Merc
And maybe
as well.
counter expansion. Tier 2 tech has started. And Romantic is like, where is he? What the fuck is going on?
Super early Merc camp, and I wanted to say too early for the human to pressure, but he's moving across now. The Archmage is going north. Is he going to be fast enough? The Footy is scouting this. This is very nice for Romantic. Foggy needs to kill this Rock Golem before the AM arrives, but I don't think it's gonna be in time. This could be disaster already for the Ukrainian. The Troll Berserker will become available in a moment. There we go, finally gets the additional damage, but the first Archer is gonna die here. No, actually saves it. The last hit is so important. Who's it gonna go to? Who's it gonna go to? And it goes
Foggy
towards
got
the...
it. And the experience as well as the Rune Braces. Nice against the Mountain King, but he loses the first Troll Berserker, and he will lose the first Shadow Priest, and he will lose the Berserker as well. Massive investment into those Mercs, and Romantic kills them off, and of course a big experience boost for him, who is equipped with Claws of Attack and Ring of Protection, almost level 3 for the human. This game starts off so much better for Romantic than the games in the group stage, and Foggy is struggling a bit as his Engine of War falls as well. Those footmen are worth 1 million gold right now.
Oh man, this is rough. The Wisp down there, by the way, saw that the Town Hall was just finishing up. Where's Foggy gonna go from here? Hasn't gone for the Boots of Speed? Not so easy to hunt down these footies now. I'm surprised he's not selling the Rune Bracers. Maybe he's gonna do that now. The Hunter's Hall is not late. It's over there next to the Merc camp. Needs to counter expand soon. There's one Wisp towards the left of the map, behind the human's shop, where oftentimes we will see the counter expansion coming up. But now with the Ancient of War dead, so hard for this demon to creep up easily.
Wisp is moving up to the high ground, but this time it will not save him. More experience for the aim. Foggy detonates. Yeah, very important to keep the Romantic away from level 3. Creeps it now with the Demon Hunter. He needs a little bit more time as the Engine of War is down. Still, we do not see a counter expansion. Romantic scans for it.
Player's forces are under attack.
Interestingly.
And now Foggy has to be afraid. Is he gonna stay in
Town
this?
is under siege.
Yeah. And Romantic is gonna now reach his level 3. Here we go. Can he maybe go for some lore cancelled as tier 2 is finishing up right now for Foggy, and we see the double lores in the main. Wisp at the middle, Tavern pick, Naga or Panda? It's gonna be the Naga.
He knows that the pressure is coming and he knows that he needs something to control the opponent's use. Oh, using a mana burn on the illusion. One archer is still hurt there. Might be... Yeah, Foggy at the moment has nothing, almost. He can't go for more archers as his Engine of War died. He can't go for mercenaries. There are still 3 forest trolls, or 3 trolls in general, defending this. Romantic has a good amount of footmen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 footmen. So many. And he scouts what's going on. He knows the Engines of Lore are coming. His Archmage is pretty far away though. Sells the ring, gets the staff. Here he comes into the main base. Onto the illusion.
Oh, well
done by Romantic. Summons the Water Elemental immediately. This is a cancellation of the first Engine of Lore.
Can he get a second Water Elemental? He can. He hasn't been burned. He's gonna have a next one here in a second. If he loses both lores, this is catastrophe. He must save the other one. But the Demon Hunter is so slow, he's chasing down these footies. Alright, but the other lore comes up at the very least.
Maybe you can get a few more wisps. Romantic second lore is coming back up again. Still no sign of a counter expansion for Foggy. So massive echo advantage on Romantic side. How far is his tech? Only 1/3. He prioritized a lot of footmen. Foggy gets the next kill on one of them. He has to cut them down. He cannot allow Romantic to have this critical mass the entire day. Blacksmith.
Where's Foggy going? Why is he going back into the main? Because of this one Water Elemental?
He's a little afraid.
It's a waste of time. Foggy at the moment is not making the most efficient time usage, isn't coming up with the most efficient time usage. But the Demon Hunter now moving south. He is level 3. Does he perhaps immolate? Is this SimCity walled off? Can he not get in there? He's returning.
Looks like it. Yeah, looks like it.
Is it? And he blocks the way with the peasant. Very well done.
Forces are under
Romantic's playing this so well.
Oh, the first
surprising us
Dryad!
again.
This is so bad. The Murlocs help the human here. No slow and no dispel, and especially since he has only 1 production building right now. This loss delays Foggy's timing massively again.
Yesterday I said Foggy usually has that one day where he has those little derp moves in a tournament, and I thought maybe that day is past him now. But this is not a perfect game. This is far from a perfect game by Foggy. He's not out of it yet, of course,
player's forces are under
but
attack. Town
could
is under
be
siege.
going a lot better. Again, the human in the main is going to be cancelling the Moonwell and the shop this time. Tier 3 is coming up for the Night Elf player, but this is going to be such a late counter expansion, if he can even go counter expansion.
Healing the Dryad up. Is there Abolish Magic? Almost finished. Then he
Oh
can dispel, but
no.
Romantic with the perfect timing. Killing the Dryad right before the Abolish finishes. Massive damage on the Archmage. Now there is a Town Portal and a step. He chose to go for the Town Portal, but wow. Again, Moonjuice used to save this Dryad. Foggy struggling hard. Tier 2 is finished. Masonry upgrades coming up. This keep is so well protected. But I think maybe a solution for Foggy could be Zeppelin drops in the main.
A player's forces are
We
under
now have
attack.
Counter Expo coming for the Wisp. And now he needs to buy time. Needs to keep the human busy to make sure that he gets that time to get the expansion. But Romantic must know about this. He has not scouted the natural for so long. This Wisp moving in is really nice, seeing that the human wants to go for the Expo cancel. So now Foggy has to be aggressive. Surprises me actually that he went for this creep camp first. But now he must intercept the human once again.
Again, notice spell on the Wisp. Naga for Romantic as well. Plus the potion. He is aware that maybe only hero focus and hero pressure can bring Foggy back. Or economy damage, as I said.
Forces are under
It's
attack.
again an illusion. Scouting this and
Oh,
Foggy will not be
Telestaff.
tricked.
Town is under
He has
Oh,
the
yeah, he has
Telestaff
the
on the
tele-
AM, but there's no mana on him.
Okay, so without a Water Elemental, not really possible, I guess.
Oh, the Naga here. Might
Oh,
she be in
blocked.
trouble?
Oh, the heroes. I think the Demon Hunter, he has the Invul Potion. Can he go for it? Fork Lightning. Naga is in trouble. Where's the range army? He Town Portals out to his expansion. Oh, the Demon. Where's the Invul? Whoa, that was close. Saves it with that. So yeah, here's the shop. That was a very good move by Foggy. And here comes the staff now.
Did he buy a mana potion? He didn't. Could have done that.
He has one very soon though.
Oh, this staff is so nice onto the illusions.
Yeah, the staff was his absolute best purchase in the game against TH already. He uses it almost to perfection, and this. Yeah, this
Can he dispel this in time? Dryads are coming in. They're gonna dispel the Water Elemental. 1, 2, 3.
It's so close. Archmage is low as well. I think. Yeah. Wow. Forces another TP. This is 700 gold. Gone for Romantic in
all
like
right.
1.5 minutes, and Foggy's expansion is coming up. This was so big. Tier 3 is online for Foggy. Where are his bears? Where is Richu? Oh, he forgot about the adept training because he needed more.
Foggy.
No. I think he needed those Dryads to stay alive, to go for more Dispel, and having more Dryads allowed him to pressure the heroes in the bottom. So this was definitely on purpose.
But he needs to find damage now, because in a fight against 75 supply, Mass Dryads is bad. Real bad. Alright. He's moving forward, and yeah, he's looking for that damage now. Wants to get the pickoffs before the big, powerful army has been assembled. Demon Hunter is almost 4. Naga for him is 2.5. He's gonna get the ogres here as well.
A player's
Maybe he's
forces
gonna
are
be
under
able to
attack.
steal a scroll of healing, but of course he doesn't have the panda, so it's not as amazing for the human as it usually would be.
Romantic is going for a Rifleman, so he has damage in these late stages of the mid-game. Goes for the Wand of Mana stealing here. Also the second consumable, very nice that Foggy takes this, drops it on the ground, goes for a heal scroll. That's also very nice. All the items he gets here, he steals from Romantic. Is it a Tome of Experience? Yes, it is. Naga level 3 all of a sudden. Fort Lightning a lot stronger, but here comes double slow and breaker action.
Water Elementals, of course, will be easily dispelled. Foggy at only 48 supply against the 73 for Romantic. The expansion just started mining a second ago. And by the way, the Tree of Life is down to only 400 HP, and Romantic is moving forward. This counter expo was so extremely late. He's going to be able to intercept the militia train, but what about the main army up north?
Player's forces
He has a TP on the Naga, kills this one, but the mortar team, he lets the mortar team go, kills only one of them. There are a few mortar teams, and he can repair. Oh man, very, very aggressive TP by Foggy. He does have 2 heal scrolls. Can he fight? There's no bear. Master training is coming. Where are the bears for reinforcements? Takes care of the towers first because the Dryads do massive damage against them. Invo potion on the Demon Hunter. First heal scroll has already been used, but he lacks Reju so bad at this point.
Doesn't have a staff either, so this Demon Hunter has to be extremely careful. The mortar teams from range might only be 2 without upgrades also, but they're gonna take this down. The Demon in trouble. No staff for him, he will fall! And that has to be the game. GG for Foggy. This game, things just didn't go right.
Romantic played it very well. Romantic played it like he was prepared for Foggy, and there was no aggression early on because of the creeping first, and I think maybe Foggy focusing too much on creeping first, not at all going for it. Also a very late expansion. The early game for him, especially when there was this cancel on the lore, I think that was key for Romantic as well. Staff action needs to be prevented somehow.
I think the creepjack at the Merc camp kind of decided that game. Kills the Ancient of War, kills both mercenaries, kills the archer, and also, because of that, there was no spot for the counter expansion to come up early. He could have positioned it down south, but oftentimes that will get scouted and will get destroyed. He was playing better yesterday, I feel. Foggy needs to step it up. He has come back from a 0-1 deficit, however, and I would say this was the best human map. So, Foggy certainly still in this.
Foggy lost a few of his first matches now, the opening matches, and came back from it. Also against TH this was the case. He has the mental strength, he has the conditions for it. We don't know the second map yet, so we have a little time to thank a few more supporters here. Thank you Gideon for the sub. Thank you Count Cardboard. Oh, it's twisted actually. Thank you Count Cardboard for a 28-month resub. Mini Gumbo for 11 months, almost a year, man. Gickoff for the $5 donation. Take my energy and take my money, he says. Snack, €4 donation. Thanks for your work, guys. Go Foggy. And here's Bimbo, €5 donation as well. Awesome cast, awesome tournament, awesome play. Big thanks to everyone involved. Thank you for the support all around the world. Just because of you, we can travel to Shanghai and do this for you.
Alright, as you said, Twisted Meadows is the next map. Foggy played this against TH successfully, against Infi unsuccessfully, where it went to the super late game with tier 3 and tanks and mass expansions and stuff. But he said, yeah, if he plays it a little bit better, if he gets a little bit more time, that is absolutely doable, and he thinks that is a good Night Elf map. Very likely to see Warden here.
Yeah.
Infi did already pressure that Warden pretty hard, or not necessarily pressure, but slowed her down with that phenomenal last hit of the Shadow Priest. But if she gets rolling, off to a good start, she's gonna be extremely strong. Interestingly, not choosing Terranas, where it's easier to get a super fast, strong Warden. Rather goes to Twisted.
Terranos will not be picked, I guess, by Romantic. What else is there in the pool? Echo? Echo,
Mhm.
right? Should be
Amazonia.
AZ, yeah, also no human map, really.
Yeah, I think there's no real human map aside from Last
Yeah.
Refuge. And Turtle Rock perhaps, at least Foggy doesn't like it, but he did veto that.
He's afraid of a close position. We saw it before. And Foggy again facing elimination. Why does he have to make it that close for us all the time? Giving us goosebumps, giving us heart attacks. But of course, celebrating the wins with him, this makes it even better. So let's hope for the best.
Alright, we're gonna get more into it once we actually load into the game. And there we see it. Twisted Meadows is gonna be the map. It can be pretty crazy how positions also affect this matchup. Not just Turtle Rock is affected by this heavily, also Twisted. Especially Agent of War creeping and Militia scouting. We saw it was Shishi, or was it live? Losing his Ancient of War early thanks to a Militia arriving early. And that already can really throw your game plan out the window.
Yeah, mercenaries are definitely key to Foggy's strategy. This will be mass aggression on Foggy's side. Very, very likely to see that. And there he is. In his game against T8, where he was down 1-0, he said, "Damn, Foggy, what are you doing? You beat him before, you can do it again." And this is absolutely the case this time as well. Foggy facing elimination. Romantic one map away from the lower bracket final against 1-2-0 as Infi is waiting in the grand final. Romantic smiling, laughing, seems very confident, seems very prepared.
With a red keyboard, by the way.
Yep.
I haven't seen that before. About to load into map number 2.
Have we seen a game of Warden against Romantic? Oh.
2015 I started to stream and play professionally 8-10 hours per day. So I play and stream professionally 2 years. My brother told me about Warcraft 3. I like to play strategies and I like this game, so I have fun and spend a good time to play Warcraft 3. I think every player think that he play the strongest race. So I think Night Elf is very strong race, and I like use this race, and this race is very good for my style. I want to be like professional players.
Okay, here's once again the tail of the tape for the lower bracket semi-final. Foggy versus Romantic map number 2. And he needs your energy again. Harry Potter, he needs a miracle. Well, not really a miracle, but he needs like a good spell that he can, like a pocket spell.
It starts off fairly well for the Night Elf. Spawning close to the Merc camp, getting access early here is oftentimes key to his strategies. Also, it wasn't immediately scouted by the Peasant as he ran in the other direction. Gonna see early scout farms, something that also TH liked to do. And so far Romantic hasn't seen the Night Elf, so probably not gonna be going for very early aggression. The Archmage will of course be the choice, and for the Night Elf we see the Warden once again. No surprise here on Twisted Meadows, of course. This might be a long macro game once again.
The loser of this map will go home, or this match will go home with $1,100. The winner has guaranteed $1,450, so it does make quite a big of a difference. But if you make it top 2, then $3,000 await you. The winner of this tournament will go home with 5,800. As you said, Foggy with the Warden wants to pull the Mercs here, but Romantic does a great job pulling the aggro, so no early Shadow Priest yet, but it wasn't available anyway. And the Peasant is hurt, so that's already decent for Foggy, I think.
And he's gonna go for the Shadow Priest and get him as well. Is he once again gonna lose the last hit of the Rock Golem? This cannot happen.
Shadow Priest goes to Romantic, by the way.
Exactly.
That is stolen already.
Is he gonna chase it down with the Shadow Strikes? Not at the moment. On the human side, we see the AM going for the Laboratory. Tome of Experience, of course, the possible find there. But he pulls it back. His Shadow Priest, he's not gonna try to be as ambitious as Infi, excuse me, was. And very, well, good items for the Warden here. Greater Mana would have been the dream, but Greater Invul always useful.
To that, especially if you go for Economy Harass on the Militia, then the Invo Potion is almost a dream. Let's see. Vamp Aura would be good, Zombie Mask would be good. There's a lot of good items here, plus of course the Tome of Experience. What is it?
Flute.
Ah, Flute is also very good for him. More Archmage damage, more Water Elemental damage. And if he gets Berserkers, of course, that is nice as well. Level 2 for him. And Foggy finishes on level 2 as well. No creep denied. And second Engine of War at the second Mercenary Camp. This is a lot of pressure going on. From Foggy, he has a Wisp ready for an expansion maybe. I think this is a very long tier 1, as he played it almost every time on TM.
And again, we can see the Hunter's Hall proxy in a position that is pretty unlikely to get scouted. This is the same way that he played against TH, where he was facing a tier 2 push, but had a Warden level 5 ready. So that was pretty good.
Well, he's expecting the expansion already, but it is too early for him. Scout Tower coming up as well, more Footmen. But Romantic, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay, that is a lot of workers, so this will be the expansion. This buys Foggy the time. And he gets the Berserker as well, not stolen by Romantic. Very, very, very important to get that damage dealer into his army.
Absolutely. Now he's eating his way through the trees. Might be able to creep this here. Does he not need repair for this? Warden doesn't seem to know exactly where to go. Could be hitting very good timing here for the expansion harass, but will instead be creeping this. This will be almost level 3, I think. No counter expansion yet. As I say that though, we can see it on the left side coming up right now.
Yeah, counter expansion very early, delayed tech, Mass Huntress opening on Moon Meadows. Romantic creeping this now, not contested at all. The Warden is far, far away, and she will creep the Mercenary Camp as well, and then push to have double Mercenaries, the first amount of Huntress, and yeah, to knock down the Town Hall with a very decisive tier 1 push.
And over here, we can see the next Merc Camp being taken. It's gonna be more Trolls for the Night Elf.
Romantic doesn't see this yet. The army of Foggy just arrives, and again, please do not deny the Rock Golem. Foggy, you need the experience for that level 3. And if he gets a big mana here, then, good lord, have fun at the expansion.
AM is on the warpath, moving across the
Gets
map.
it! Potion of Greater Mana and Greater Invul.
Oh my god, this is so good. This is gonna be so much possible pressure. And he might be forced into an expansion cancel because the AM, he's smelling this, smelling the counter expo.
Staff again on Romantic, by the way.
Yeah.
Nothing to staff on this time, though.
But this expansion, super vulnerable, and Foggy is moving over. This is so much damage. I'm pretty sure he has Fan of Knives level 2. This is 6 Fans of Knives on level 2, of course. AM finds the counter expo. This is gonna be a cancel. But Foggy's gonna do a lot of damage himself. Needs to kill this tower.
He is surrounded, though, against the Footman. Archmage is staffing back.
Kill the tower, Foggy. You have a lot of piercing damage.
Can get the Invul. So
Oh.
far it works. Yeah, he goes for it. Nice timing. Fan of Knives used for the first time. And so much damage on the Footman. But the first Shadow Priest is dead. That means no Dispel.
Mana potion used. And here we go. More and more Fan of Knives. This is a lot of low HP footies.
One more Fan of Knives is a quad kill. Doesn't have Blink, though, I guess.
Has the Shadow Strike. He's gonna go in again against these peasants. He has 2 more fans. Counter Expo coming up again. But this was such a good move by Romantic, man. killing that Expo while I was coming up.
Huntress in production, but not using it now. Okay, that was the Fan of Knives, that was the last bit of mana. Kills one peasant, kills two peasants if he micros it correctly. Yep, there we go.
Can be very
Almost level
annoying
4.
here, going invisible, forcing scans.
Yeah.
Could get surrounded here, by the way, but has a greater invul, of course.
Night is almost over. Reveal being used, forces this 50 gold out of Romantic. Of course, he can't afford it. Gets the tower down again, and that's almost another Fan of Knives.
Yeah.
Oh, this hurts. Archmage has no mana. Oh, barely.
And Fan of Knives, there it is.
And the follow-up with Huntress. First time Huntress push. Invoke Potion has been used, though.
Another water elemental will be there, however, in a couple of seconds. Romantic, considering he was going up against the greater mana Warden, he held on so well.
Yeah.
Warden, by the way, now almost level 3 with a good block. Oh, the Shredder kill. This would be big. How good is the block for Foggy? Pretty good, pretty good. This is going to help him so much going to the late game. He's trying to save it, but he has to TP out of this. And the Shredder
That's a
will be
Shredder,
saved.
but big investment. Militia called and the Zeppelin to save this Shredder. And he took heavy losses at the expansion. This is not ideal for Romantic, but he saved so many footmen. He was in so much danger. And the shop is coming up only now, so Foggy buys more time. Back to full health, almost full mana. Expansion attempt number 2. There is no force to creep with, though.
Like
Romantic did not tech yet. Foggy is on tier 2, building an Engine of Wind and an Engine of Lore. Oh, 2 Engines of Lore and 1 Wind.
He's gonna have an expansion, of course, soon to support this. No second hero yet, by the way. Last time he went for a Panda pretty fast. And he finds the AM moving across. The expansion is done now, so I was expecting him to creep that up now, but he's looking for more pressure, looking for more damage.
Archmage summons the second last Water Elemental. 4 Huntress. Yeah, he can't do too much against this. No level 4. There's a Zeppelin. The regen scroll was working. Fan of Knives number 1. Cancels. Not too much healing, to be honest.
Dude, Romantic is playing this so well.
Yeah.
The movement with the AM going across the map, cancelling that expansion, keeping so much alive against like 5 Fans of Knives and 2 Shadow Strikes. Incredible.
Tech has started now. Foggy may be forced into a Tomb of Retraining. The rest of the army is helping this Tree of Life creeping now, and then is back on even footing when it comes to economy. Archmage will be too late to cancel the healing, and he builds the first Hippogriff, just like against TH on Terranar stand, to get rid of the Zeppelin as fast as possible. Staff now on the Warden as well. That is guaranteed level 4, and give me a pendant of energy, come on. Boom.
Nostradamus coming in when it counts. Very good. Tome of Intelligence as well for a little bit more experience there. 15 additional points. And the AM needs to be careful. This is a level 2 Shadow Strike. However, the Warden without boots can't run him down too easily. We have 1 Hippo out already. He's expecting a possible Zeppelin harass, but actually it's down south, creeping, where there might be a new expansion coming up with 2 peasants already on their way. But Hippo scouting again, so strong by Foggy.
Is it already there? No, it's not, but it's scouting and it's coming. He will scout this as well, so he knows what's going on. This would be so perfect for the Warden. 1 Fan of Knives is at least a triple kill, but he creeps, or continues on creeping. 1 moves down south now.
Yeah. The Hippo saw it. Oh, this is juicy, juicy experience.
Needs to be in time though. Level 4 on the Archmage. Okay, Hippo sees it now. There is no blink, if I saw that correctly. Oh, the spread was so good. He cancels 3 times healing, but he only loses 1 footman, or maybe he level 5 on the Warden now. Mass creeping finally pays off for Foggy.
And now it's time for a Panda, I think, to be able to creep more. For that, he would have to go into pretty early upkeep. He doesn't have the Moonwells for that, actually, at the moment.
He supplies and kills the Huntress. Now there's a Panda.
Yeah.
Warden kills another footman, or will it be the Knight?
Gonna be
Pretty
the
baffled how well he split those footmen.
Romantic's playing this so well, man.
Yeah,
So well.
Definitely the best
How-
Romantic I've ever seen.
How good is he gonna be in the super late game, though? Or he's tier 2 now. He has so much gold.
I love what Foggy is doing here. 3 Dryads split from the main army to defend this water limit, but he's not microing them at all. I mean, I loved what he was doing. Now the Warden comes in, and this is so cool because it's like rock, paper, scissors the entire time. Archmage comes in, Dryads are already there. Then the footmen kill the Dryads, and the Warden steps in, and the Archmage has to retreat.
And the Panda now, he's creeping up so fast with the double Ancients of War, which are still available. So many yellow camps being taken by him. And tier 3 is starting for Romantic.
Okay, Knights and Mortars. Mountain King is his second hero. Tier 3 only starting now for Foggy as well, but there will be more bears and faster bears than there were before. Adept upgrade is coming up now, so Reju is a thing now. Panda, level 2 point. Oh, the Panda is perfect. He wants to go tanks, but the workshops are both cancelled. Phenomenal move by Foggy to go into the base at that point of the game.
Alright, sees the timing as well, how far along the tech is. Knows that in case there come tags, he would still have time, and of course delaying it even further with that cancel. Looking for more pressure now, and he knows how strong his Warden is.
Yeah, he needs more peasant kills to feed this Panda. There's not too much to creep nearby.
Again, by the way, no Shredder for Foggy, and we can see how he's low on lumber. Of course, he was pretty much creeping the middle of the map with those Ancients of War. Didn't have the time to go out to the lab. Could maybe steal it from his opponent here.
Oh, one workshop, double Griffin Aviary now. He switches tactics. Especially the Griffin Aviary is something that Foggy has not encountered so far, right? Or did he? Oh, against Infi.
Against Infi, yes.
But then he would need a second Engine of Wind if he sees this.
Alright, this is shaping up to be a long macro game. I would really love to see Foggy go for a Shredder very soon. Now he's up near the laboratory. MK might be able to find the first few kills here onto the Berserker, but he's also going to be losing footies in return. Of course, Berserkers are better, but not the ultimate late game unit either. More and more experience from those Water Elementals. The Panda says thank you, who's almost level 3. Might get it with this footy, and he's losing the hunts, but that's okay. He wants to rotate them out anyways.
Exactly. Breath of Fire number 2, level 2.
Where's the Warden, by the way?
The Warden is...
Oh, she was in the main. Look at the corpses.
Oh yeah, oh sorry about that. A little...
I didn't see it myself.
Tier 3 is finished, but mining is delayed. Panda level 3. Things are shaping well for Foggy. Level 5.3. Big anti-magic potion and a mana potion there.
Oh, he's buying his own Shredder now, it seems.
Double Sanctum as well. Romantic is on 6 production buildings. He can go for whatever he wants at this point. Yeah, a second workshop as well. 7 production buildings. And he still has 1,300 gold.
What does he want to go for here? Is he going to go for tanks? Yep, he sure is. Last time Foggy reacted very quickly, very well, with a lot of Ancients of War, and they should be coming up now.
He doesn't have bears, that's the big problem. There's no siege bears with this. A Zeppelin on himself.
I would
No,
love to
second
see boots and staff on the Panda.
Second expansion by Foggy. Then the
Oh, yeah, already done. Oh, man.
The question is, did Foggy see the aviaries? I don't think so, because he didn't go for a second engine of wind. Oh, here we go again. Getting closer to 6. Another kill, another kill. The Paladin is trying to help, but Romantic on the other side, moving down to the newly built expansion. Another Pen of Nice, and this mining is completely denied, but this tree will most likely... Oh, it's only the Archmage and the Mountain King.
They can certainly delay this entanglement.
Town
The
portal.
Panda TP's back here, wants to get this expo up. And more experience with the dispels. Agents of War, by the way, moving down there. He knows about the tank possibility, and look at his first expo. 2 Ancients of War coming up. That's not too many, though. I would like to see more, and we also have some coming up in the main.
He finally has a Shredder, by the way. Talents coming, Engine of War coming, so he will be prepared for the tanks to come. First one is rolling down south. The other one blocked in the main, by the way. Can he get out? I don't know. Aviaries didn't do anything so far. There's only priests and sorceresses from the sanctums. Mighty the Mud Golem has been purchased as well. For a little slow on the tanks, they're only 1-1. So this is not a big threat so far. And Foggy is preparing for a lot of tanks. I don't know if a lot of tanks are coming. Foggy is investing so many resources at the moment for this. Herb of Vitality.
And the human is opening up the next expansion. If the human only is on 2 bases, that's usually very manageable for the Night Elf. Wants to keep him from getting to the 3rd. Warden's surrounded, but she does of course have Blink.
Does she?
She does.
I'm not too... Ah, okay, yeah. So Fan of Knives and Blink. Panda's coming in, and Town Portal being used. Engine of War number 2 coming up here. Hunters and Bear there to support. Foggy is reacting very nicely, but 3 knights plus the heroes are down in the bottom right, preparing another go.
And we only had that one single tank, as you pointed out. Not overcommitting on those siege engines is Romantic. Warden, only about 150 away from her level 6, and he's gonna jump in again, I think.
Booyah! It's not level 6. Where is he teleporting to?
Into the main.
Ah, yeah. Panda could clean up a bit.
Oh, the Warden is gone now. This could be a good fight for the human. Can he maybe kill this Panda? This would be fantastic.
There's no item on him at all.
But only level 1 bolt on the Mountain King.
Next expansion for Foggy, actually, on the upper right.
Really
Moon
becoming
strat.
becoming his idol here on Moon Meadows. This is gonna be his 4th base. And the money is rolling in hard for Foggy as his expansion down south now is finally fully mining. He has 3 running mines already. I could definitely see some chimps coming in here soon.
Only 62 food for Foggy, though,
Oh,
as
this-
Romantic has 70.
And the Zeppelin in the south, perfect scouting position. Foggy is playing this so damn well. And Romantic might feel forced into a big, decisive attack because he's falling further and further behind in the economy department.
Foggy has no town portal, though, and there is so much damage. Tank, breakers, mortar teams, they are a shredder even.
He could
His
just let-
expansion is gone, but it doesn't matter since he has the one in the upper right coming up.
I feel so too. He could just let this go. I think almost
Yeah, he should.
defending here is a danger. Not necessarily
Yeah, the
a
army is way
mistake.
too big. He has to. Yeah, he catches reinforcements
Yeah,
here. That's
I
nice.
like-
Mortar
I
team
like
for
that.
free. He has to get more units now, and he does. 1-0 attack upgrade already.
The Warden could go for some more peasants down here. That's more experience, getting her closer to 6.
And he does have a lot of mana. There are 2 towers. Doesn't want to go for it though. Panda with the TP finally. Foggy is supply stuck with this, unfortunately.
A town is under
No
siege.
new Moonwell coming, but the Tree of Life, of course, will give him the 80 supply. Again, such a long macro game. Again, we have to fear for Foggy's tournament life so much. Gets level 6 in a tiny little bit. He's focusing so much on Dryads. Not too many bears.
He could totally break this. This is only 2 towers. The human will have to come back here if he wants to defend this expo, and of course he does. Draining as much mana from the Warden first as he can, but she does have a mana potion with a pendant, don't forget.
And more kills, and the next kill is level 6.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more. And there we go!
So
And the
many
tower
corpses
online.
now. The towers are gone. What is Romantic doing? He's creeping so patiently. Item is Cactus Gem of Health, so does he want to defend this? He does want to defend his counter TP though, and the Avatar of Vengeance is chosen, or has been chosen. No Blink level 3 yet. Let's take a look at the main base. 2,400 gold. There, 1,200 for Foggy remaining.
I would like to see him power creep the Panda right now, get him to 5, and then he's really strong. Get to a strong 80 supply army with good upgrades. What's his upgrades looking like? 1-1 only? That could be improved upon a little bit. On the human side, we have Master Priests,
Whoa, really?
as well as Knights and Mortars. No Griffins.
I thought he stole it, but Master Priest is really interesting.
Down south, where he killed the expansion, he already has some towers in position, so perhaps he's gonna start to go for an expansion. But the Zeppelin, man, I love that position. Would see the peasants
So
moving over. We have 1 tank again. I wonder if it's still the very first one, or if it's a new one. But there's Ancients of War in position. This one shouldn't be able to do too much.
Second red spot for Romantic. Step of Silence. Ah, well, so many Dryads doesn't really matter, right?
Pen of Mana,
Pen of
Catgut's
Mana.
Gem, those are really
Yeah,
nice.
another Cactus Gem on the Mountain King would be sick. Wow. 1,600.
1600 HP. What,
Rimostradamus, damn, you're predicting well today.
what is this, man? Dota? Super tank is this MK. Oh, Fairy Dragon is now in this army as well. Pretty good against all these casters that we're seeing. And the scouting is really paying off. But Foggy doesn't want to take a fight yet, and he doesn't need to. He's up by 1 gold mine, and his Warden can keep on harassing all the time. There's now finally a Zeppelin for Romantic at the expansion against the Warden harass.
Tank harass at the upper left, but 2 Engines of War are taking care of it, and repairs there as well. Panda has the staff now, closing in on level 4. Warden didn't do nothing here. Foggy's expanding in the bottom right, left. There are 3 towers in front of it, he still expands.
Alright, here we go. Is this gonna be the first really big fight? Can the humans somehow win this? These bears are very strong, and of course there's an Avatar of Vengeance. Oh my god, the AoE! The breath And the Fan of Knives, so much damage. The Panda also rocking a good inventory. Everything is dropping low. We need heal scrolls from the human side. But he has one. And here we go again.
Wow, those area of effect combos really hitting Romantic hard. He has no TP as it seems. The Mountain King is of course not a target here, but the Shredder is. The Bear still standing strong. They're losing one now, but that doesn't really matter. Romantic is down to 61. The Warden is coming in, no mana anymore, but the right clicks are okay to get rid of that Mortar Team, and that is the second last one. Nice micro though, and the Bears are hurting more and more. Paladin though down to 30% as well. The Panda is stepping out before he loses even more.
He lost 2 bears there on the
Yeah.
way out. That was a good fight for the human.
At
Is
the end,
he
right?
is he getting back into this?
Would be so crazy. But he needs to scout the expansion in the bottom left. And I think it was a great start for Foggy, but once the mana was gone, there was nothing really he could do about. And there is one heal scroll for Romantic now. Again, Dryad split from the army. There's not... He needs to go bears, man. He's continuing to buying Dryads. I don't understand, really.
Yeah, needs to get more bears up. And once those upgrades get really high, like 3 attack upgrades, they start chewing through the front line for the human.
Again, by the way, no Blizzard change on Romantic side.
Yeah. And he's getting closer to 5. These heroes are starting to become real dangerous. Only the Boot of Galtalas here for Romantic. This Panda needs to hit 5. He is a little underwhelming here in the super late game.
Romantic knows about the army position. Oh no! He walks in with the Dryads into the army's fragmentation shards are doing great work. One of them down, 2 super low. Wants to get a Mortar Team, though it doesn't really work. Is there another Stormbolt? Nice staff, but what can he do now? Next Stormbolt is gonna land maybe on the Panda, and then surround opportunities is there. He has to counter surround immediately. 77 food for Foggy, but oh boy, this is such a bad position for him. Will Romantic turn this around? Warden coming back in with full mana as we hope. Here comes Fan of Knives and...
Drunken Haze, Breath of
Drunken
Fire.
Haze combo.
Where
He has
is...
to run, man.
Where's the ultimate? Where's the avatar? He's gonna get one more team here by the looks of it. More AoE damage. Breath coming in, level 4, however, for the MK. Paladin with a Holy Light as well. But he's low on mana now. And here's the avatar, finally again. Not too many corpses at the moment, though. Here we go. Blink, Fan of Knives, and a lot of AoE damage. Level 5 now for the AM. Also, these tanks, though. These knights, though, being so tanky, hard to take out. The Warden is out of mana for the most part. Breath coming in, however, will hit again. Panda, though, not level 5 yet. And these knights proving to be very difficult to take out. But now Romantic is the one to retreat himself.
Almost gets the Mortar Team here. Oh, 2 casters maybe with the Dryads. Doesn't really use. He seems to a little overwhelmed. Can't be perfect anymore because there's so much to think about. Romantic saw this expo, is towering up now, but it is resources that he needs, and Foggy is still up 1 base as the main gold mines are down, and he's stuck in the base, losing time.
And the Panda gets to 5 here finally. Almost. Needs 1 or 2 more creep camps.
2 heal scrolls bought directly in front of Romantic's nose.
I really like this. Really like this. If
Romantic
Romantic
needs another expansion in 2,300 gold, he's out of income.
A player's forces are
down here the towers, that's also experience that the Panda can get, and there's no way the human can arrive here in time to defend those, I don't think.
And there's Spirits, there's Breath of Fire. Is it enough? No, I think it's not.
I don't believe so. Maybe with a few peasants. Yeah, with the Warden here sharing the XP, certainly not. He could go for the camp at the laboratory. There's still Dryad scouting for the human movement and might see him coming in.
It is level 5. He has an invul, he has 1 staff and 1 tele staff. Is Romantic changing to tanks again? No, he continues to buy more teams.
So many Dryads. So goddamn many Dryads.
67 food in Romantic's army, 79 for Foggy. 1-2 upgrades. He has 3 gold mines for him running. 400 gold, 3,400 lumber. But I like how he does not forget to produce stuff or to spend his money. It's so hard with 3 gold mines.
Romantic had a really good comeback into this game. But now, level 5 Panda,
More
level...
experience,
oh,
level
nice
7 Warden.
Very good, very good.
And Rune Bracers, also
Oh.
amazing. Those drops, man. Thank you, Lady Luck, today. It's unbelievable.
Alright, Romantic looking for the backstab. Again, this very positioning for perfect scouting. Warning ahead of time. But the ground army isn't too sturdy.
And he
Barely
doesn't
any
have
bears.
much anti-air, so he can drop with the Zeppelin into the backline as Remind did, as Foggy did before. Here comes the damage again with the Panda and combo.
He has one heal scroll. No, he has one more actually, but after that it's going to be really tough to keep those alive. He's dropping them again. Breath of Fire, where is it? There we go. The Warden getting focused and a little bit of trouble, but she does have the anti-magic. That can of course be dispelled. More and more priests coming in. The Dryads getting splattered pretty hard. The Warden, she's in trouble now perhaps. We have the Reach, she's getting back to safety. He stole the Rejuvenation. Very well done. And he does TP out before he is in danger of dying. Romantic, he's still holding on. 64 supply.
Versus 73, and this expansion, he might TP back even after healing, because yeah, there is not too much. Everything is hurt. With another AoE combo, this might work out for Foggy. Does he do it? There's no TP.
I don't think he has to though. He's still up a base.
That's true. And the second one is gone in 840.
Yeah. And we have a new expansion coming in the bottom left. It's very hurt though, so it has been scouted. I don't know by what exactly. And that's gonna be an easy kill. And this human army, man, is pretty damn scary. Inner fire on everything.
Inner
MK
fire,
Paladin.
yeah. Maybe that's the reason for more Dryads to just dispel it on important units. Foggy has another another gold mine up, by the way. Tree of Eternity moving down now.
Those bears are gonna have crazy upgrades though. They're at 2-3 at the moment, about to be 3-3 against only 1-1 knights. And he doesn't, and only 500 gold left for the human in the gold mine.
But he's pushing for the next expansion. 3 Engines of War walking there now. Foggy is preparing. Has no TP as it seems.
This one is dead.
Town is under
Yeah, there's no
siege.
chance.
That's the Tree of Eternity.
It's walking down, it's just in the main.
Okay, so it's gonna be able to root there soon.
9,000 gold remaining for Foggy. Another invul here.
Only
for
one
the
scroll
war.
of healing, by the way, on Romantic side.
He needs those. He needs those, but Foggy just stole them, I think. Yeah, not available at the shop anymore. 2 bears, massive amount of Dryads. Oh, the Stormbolt Mountain King coming in invisible, going for the Warden. The engagement for Romantic will be good, but he has to retreat. The Fury Dragon position way too good. First heal scroll being used, but nice kind of knife after the heal scroll, so the damage is still there. Another Stormbolt on the Warden. He realizes that she needs to be out of this, but the Invu Potion is ready. Is there a redo for him? He needs to apply it now. Otherwise, can be dispelled. Oh, jumping right into the army with an anti-magic. How much mana is there? 2 more Breaths of Fire. 200 mana on the Warden.
He's looking for the next jump in again. Doesn't want to though.
80 versus 71. The Mortar teams, he needs to take out the Mortar teams. The damage is way too high.
He's at the shop. What's he gonna buy? He has so much gold. 1.1k. The shop almost empty. No heal scrolls. Is he gonna leave here with a TP? Yes, he is. But more and more kills going Romantic's way. Finding another bear on the way out.
Still, those knights survive thanks to the inner fire. That was a great fight by the Chinese human player. And here comes the next Town Hall. But at this very point, he has no income at all. Foggy Town Portals to the Tree of Eternity. There's so many Engines of War. And the Fury Dragons, can they get some kills? Everything has been healed by Holy Light. Level 4.5 on the Paladin. Level 4.3 on the Archmage. Level 4.6. Warden with Crazy Blink gets the next
healing.
invul. The next Scroll of Healing, sorry.
And he's taking them away from the human. No more scrolls of healing at all in this army. Seems like he wants to get the 2, perhaps even, from the other side as well. No, only 1. Leaves 1 in there. Staffing back in. This is a small Night Elf force. Is Romantic seriously doing this with no income? But his 1 expansion down there is soon to be done.
It takes a while. The peasants are not there. He started to build it with 1 worker only. Foggy, I think, preparing for another one in the bottom right, or just scouting for one.
A player's
Invisible
forces are
water
under
metal
attack.
scanning. Oh, the wisp. Nice interception by Romantic. Getting the scout wisp there.
The AM, by the way, if he hits level 6, this game changes on its head.
Chimera Roost. I was looking for them for quite a bit. Here they are in the upper left. And then say goodbye to the Knights, say goodbye to the Mortar teams, but Foggy needs to buy time. And those Engines of War, the Ents will help him.
Yeah, absolutely. And Tank Goldmine now has been set up. Should load wisps into them. Hasn't done so yet. Avatar of Vengeance is on the battlefield again. I feel like we haven't seen it for quite a while because, of course, the AoE damage is also so ridiculously strong. Mortar teams, 1-0 upgrades. Not the best, but still good damage. Panda moving forward. He's full mana. He eats the bolt, but he has the bracers. He's fairly tanky. Here we go. Fan of Knives again. He's slowed down. Can't reach too easily. Anti-magic popped, and now he wants to go for his own AoE. Drunken Hates, Breath of Fire. Where is it? Blink. We're gonna see another Fan of Knives. There we go with the Breath of Fire. Everything so low, and remember, there is no more heal scroll. Night Elf moving forward. He hasn't won a fight in a long time. Is this his fight to win? With it, maybe the game. The human retreats back. Does Foggy know about the expansion in the south? That's the question.
There would be an opportunity to cancel it now, but it's 3 gold mines against 1, so he can't just let it go and wait for his Chimera transition to finish. The ultimate didn't do too much. There aren't too many. Ah, he knows. He knows. He sends the ends.
They should be enough. Only Arcane Towers there. Obviously, no real contention. Panda has had level 5, but has had a lot of difficulty reaching his level 6. Hasn't found many kills at all.
Again, a heal scroll for Foggy. Romantic did buy 1 as well, but only 1 because Foggy stole the other one before.
3
it's gonna
for
be another
Foggy.
backstep for Foggy though.
Chimeras, do we have them? He's not producing. Ah,
Yeah,
one is on its way.
A player's forces are under
One is on
attack.
his, oh, the Tree of Life is moving over as well. Foggy a little indecisive on to do. He needs the army here. Oh, that's big again. Sorcerer's almost down. Heal scroll being used after 1 second in the fight. He needs to kill the knights finally. Then the damage is gone. The staff has been used. There is no second one for Romantic. Fury Drags in a fantastic position. This is even more AoE and more the teams die now. I think Foggy is taking this 80 supply. He's focusing the Mountain King for whatever reason. He wants to tear down one. Blinks in again, as so often the Panda has more mana. He's looking for the kill and he gets 2.
This AoE damage absolutely off the chain. The Warden wants to find more kills. Everything in the back so low. If the Panda gets there, there's gonna be so many kills. Romantic has to struggle here to stay in this game. Warden looking for more. She's out of mana though. But Foggy is on the warpath. This is his game for the taking.
Oh, the Archmage super low, the Mountain King super low, the Panda, the Pala can't heal them both, and Romantic types the GG. The long macro games for Foggy, it does work, and he equalizes, stays alive. 33 minutes again. And we hear clapping from the room here.
Foggy, very well played. But the human, the entire time, until the very, very, very end, was down to only 2 bases. Foggy had like 4 at some point. And it's crazy how well Romantic held on. I'm so impressed with this guy. The surprise of the tournament. Such an amazing performance. It does go
I have to
Foggy,
criticize him here a little. Maybe it's just not his style. Maybe he thinks it's unmannered or something. But tanks would have helped him so much to create more time, to get more expansions up himself, to deny expansions, to keep Foggy busy because he slips his macro from time to time. You said it, to force mistakes. He didn't do it at all. He wanted to win it straight up with Knights Mortars in the cool way, I think, in the fan favorite.
way.
Yeah, in the honorable way, exactly. Ugri,
Yep.
how was the atmosphere in the watching room?
I'm not in the watching room, I'm in the corridor with Hawk.
Oh, okay, so we heard your clapping from the corridor.
That was me, yeah.
All right.
We're gonna take this, the entire 3 maps. This is now Romantic's map choice. Is that gonna help him so much though? Does he have such a good map to go to? At least he won't have to deal with something like Tyrannus and a Warden. Where does he want to go? Amazonia maybe? Does he perhaps just not want to have to face off against the Warden? She is possible on AZ, but very, very unlikely. Echo can be amazing for the Warden, but we've also seen Night Elves struggling with the first creep camp.
Yeah, it's gonna be like, I think Romantic is thinking about it as well. Like, what can I do now? His creep rod on AZ is pretty good, and he played very good on AZ so far. Not in a game yet. He hasn't decided what to do. But Echo, Echo or AZ. I don't know. It's what he prefers, I think.
And he's taking his time here, thinking about the next pick, thinking about what to do. He's not going to be going against, going to have to play such a long macro game again with level 7 Warden, level 5 Panda. And Foggy did seem very strong in those. Yeah, he's not like that super late game perfect decision making all the time, like Infi is, distracting in 2 places, forcing
But he
mistakes
focused
with
on
the
what
army.
was important here, to steal the heal scrolls the entire time. It was so good.
Yeah, really well done. The Warden, of course, once she gets level 3 Blink, so mobile, can hop from shop to shop so quickly. Put up one hell of a fight, though.
Yeah.
Really, really impressive. Paladin and MK, once they get to level 3, level 4, along with the AM level 5, that hero combo is just so incredibly strong. Does have its weaknesses, though. No real AoE damage unless you go for Blizzard. Whereas Fan of Knives and Breath level 3, you gotta, like, you gotta be on a shopping frenzy. You gotta go for those heal scrolls all the time.
Yeah.
Once they're up, buy them immediately. Otherwise, you're just gonna get AoE down.
If Foggy wins, we have 3 different races in the top 3. That would, of course, be nice. Last time we had 4 different races in the top 4, showing that it's pretty well balanced, despite what everybody in YouTube comments says. Or Reddit or whatever. Or we have a superior race.
Wow. His map
Terranos
choice
Stand.
is Terranos.
Well, he saw what TH did to Foggy on Terranos.
Yeah, but...
But he also saw what Foggy did to Infi on Terranos.
Foggy messed up there against Infi with the Lightning Shield deny. No, against TH, excuse me.
Yeah.
The Lightning Shield deny.
Against Infi, he played it almost perfectly.
Yeah. Huh. I didn't expect this. Terranos can turn into a long macro game. Not as much as Twisted, of course. But I was expecting him to play on a smaller map, a shorter game, a simpler game. But no. He took his time to think about this. And he's gonna go to TS.
Yeah, very interesting pick. Very, very interesting. Leaves AZ and EI. Wonder what his thinking is. Did we see it from Romantic against Remind?
Oh, I'm afraid I
Let me check.
don't remember that precisely.
We did, and Romantic won.
Okay. Confident that he can repeat his success is Romantic. The Warden, unless he makes a few unnecessary mistakes, works very well here. The easiest map to get a head start on with the Warden, level 3, level 4, super simple to achieve. Romantic, what is his idea? Is this maybe the time for an MK? It is doable.
Yeah, but I think from all the top 3 humans or top 4, he's the least likely to play MK. I don't know. It's very hard to predict what's going to happen now.
Again, we have... I smell the Red Bull. At least, again, it's going to be the safe creep for Foggy. I think that's the way better choice. The other one is just so risky. Romantic. Scouting this early. I wonder if he is going to throw down a scout farm in the same position as TH. Maybe he's a little acolyte of TH's. But no, gonna pop it in the main. That way he's gonna have perfect information about the tech. Also valuable. Altar of Kings. Is it gonna be the king under the mountain? Or are we gonna be seeing the wizard again? MK pretty rare nowadays, of course. And yeah, it's the MK.
Archmage Warden again. Foggy with a safe creep, as you said, not greedy at all. How aggressive will Romantic play this? Oh, we have this stupid HP bar bug, but I will try to get rid of it. How aggressive will he play this? Against Remind, he was super aggressive with early mercs. A little bit harder than it is on TS as it is on Echo House.
You can do the arch trick though, and if you don't mess it up, that should be doable.
Yeah.
Of course, if Footy is in position and does the block, which is very hard to do, it can be messed up, but that is very, very rare and very, very hard. One thing after the other, he has to start by not denying his creeps to the Lightning Shield. That was, he had us in pain in that game, hurting our souls. Please don't do it again, Foggy.
Warden is here. Is there a deny or not?
Again, making it close, man.
Forces
Why? Why do you have
Almost a heart
torture?
attack here, man. Holy cow, but the items are amazing. Claws of
Really
attack
good.
and Tomb of Agility plus 7 damage.
Come on, give us the slippers.
Yeah, slippers.
Mantle also very nice.
Yeah.
50-50.
Nice farm here for Romantic. To see
Oh yeah,
whenever-
that's really cool.
Whenever there's mercenary support, and this of course dictates the pace of the game for Foggy, and this, yeah, I think he's gonna go there. He sees if there's an engine of
Player's
war, he sees
forces
if he
are
creeps
under
this,
attack.
and he sees that there's a Wisp going for expansion most likely. Romantic on the other side, Ring of Protection plus 2, and that's it. That's nice for him.
And we have the first Shadow Priest coming out.
Oh, he
TH
got
was going for the expansion top right, Infi was going for the
Town is under
natural.
siege.
We have Wisps in both position, or rather Wisp scouting in the south and the Warden checking towards the bridge.
Archmage meets her though. And he can't really do it. There's no second engine of war coming for Foggy. There's no tech coming for Foggy. This is
A
a little
player's
interesting.
forces
He
are
plays
under
it
attack.
fairly slow.
He's gonna have 3 archers here and the Shadow Priest. This is quite a bit of damage that he can put out. He's gonna use the first Shadow Strike. Yes, he will. That is nicely denied though by the AM. No experience going the Warden's way there.
Archer coming, and here is the Tree of Life. Nice, because
Oh,
he knows the farm
yeah.
is here. Foggy decides to put on the Tree of Life here, as he now knows that Romantic is very far away from him. Really like that choice. Smart play.
Really, really like the positioning as well. I've never seen it right there. Seems not so good of an idea, but I think very nice. And he gets one of the water elementals here. This is not AZ, however. This creep cam is still easily taken out, but the AM is not level 3. Not for quite a while. The Warden, though, out of mana herself. Gonna look for those chase down kills. Gonna get one footy. Is he gonna get the other one? Not necessarily. But still, Romantic already in trouble. Expansion not yet coming up. And it's not like on TM, where he's gonna have the time to cancel the counter expo. The Night of Ones will be very early.
He's kind of trapped there now. I was worried about a surround early on. Is there an early blink or just a TP that he forces there? Early blink, alright. Oh, 3 hits though.
Yeah.
Can run away.
Not
And can't
fast
blink.
enough.
Oh no, it can't blink, there's no mana.
But the AM is the same speed, unless he blocks himself horribly. Oh, does he sniff out this counter expo again? Is he actually...
A
That would be
player's
so risky
forces
though. I
are
don't
That would
think
be so
attack.
sick.
he can't abandon his expansion, I don't think. Because he knows the Warden's gonna juice up again. And possibly hit her right away. However, she lost all of her mana. It's gonna be expensive for her.
Yeah, but he prepared with 3 engines of 3 Moonwells here. So that's all good. With movement and more mercenaries for Foggy.
Only the Berserker this time. No Shadow Priest. He still has the 1. And that one has 2 abolishes still. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Can get rid of one water elemental quickly. Footies are trying to counter attack. One of them's gonna die, but again gonna be nicely denied. But this leaves the expansion open for harass. Romantic taking quite the risk here.
Oh no, tower. Warden is distracted, but
player's
does have a
forces are
staff.
under
Here comes the
town is
Ancient
under
of
siege.
Wonders. Here's the staff, and this doesn't look good for the Chinese. Go Foggy! Do the damage that you need to do. Archmage is creeping here for level 3, but as we said, there is a good amount of dispel coming Romantic's way.
Warden is not at level 3, so her
Yeah.
spells aren't too crazy, but still, she has a decent army here to back up this damage. AM coming in now, inches away from level 3, but not quite yet. Would love to find one archer kill for the stronger water elemental, but sometimes that one kill can be hard to get. Shadow Meld as well. Is there a scout farm? No, there isn't, but actually he's sending down a peasant. Very well done. So he should be able to get this kill, but Foggy reacts. But this archer... Oh my god, he actually survives. Still only level 2.
The heal from the priest, man, keeps her alive. Fantastic play by Foggy. I don't know if he knows how important this was, but he denies the level 2 water elemental with it if
A town is under
if he
siege.
takes care of this now. Maybe a block or something.
Tier 2, close to being done. Are we gonna see a panda again early, or is he first gonna level up this warden? Shredder, by the way, has been purchased already. It's gonna help in the defense. Tree of Life down south is moving towards the gold mine. And AM will get level from this. Finally!
Very rare to see these creeps.
Tinker second!
What?
He's gonna solo creep.
Oh,
with
we
the
saw this
Tinker.
before, right? Last time
Yeah.
GCS?
A player's
Yeah, we
forces
saw
are
it
under
being
attack.
aggressively used though. Tinker and Warden play. We've seen it before, but it's very rare, of course. Warden getting baited into the surround, but she does have the blink.
Yeah, does have the blink. Still no level 3 though. And the Tinker will solo creep this. The Warden is not close enough. What is Romantic going for? The attack has just now started. There's still no tower at his
Town is
expansion.
under
5
siege.
footmen, 6 footmen. Shredder Tinker 3.
The Shredder Tinker solo creep, man. But he's moving down there.
Players'
He's
forces
gonna
are
see
under
this
attack.
most
Yeah,
likely.
he saw the
Warden.
Wisp moving.
Warden is still only level 2. She is not that impressive. And the Shredder is gonna die here, I think. Unless he sees it, but it's nighttime.
Maybe forces a town fall out of Romantic. Still a good amount of mercs. But, okay, Tinker now. Clockwork will help greatly with their area of effect explosion against the footmen.
Warden very, very close to level 3 now. 2 more
Town
kills.
is under siege.
Has mana, wants to
Tension
save it.
there.
This time the Archer dies.
Agent of Lores coming up in the main. After that, we're gonna see tier 3. And he does repel
Players'
the
forces
human.
are under attack.
And, yeah.
Shredder stays alive.
That was big. Otherwise, he might be in problems. Oh, Shredder came out. And Zeppelins. Does he go for the Engine of Wind this time? Actually,
Oh.
not.
One time Foggy doesn't go for it.
Did he see it? Or did he hide it? He sees it. He sees it now.
And the Shredder being used offensively here by Romantic. He won the game against Hihi by killing the expansion of his
Player's
opponent
forces
in that
are
very
under
position
attack.
where we see the one for Foggy, which has just finished entangling and is starting to mine now. But at the moment, he's not strong. He's still only level 2 Warden. This is starting to be very troublesome. We're gonna have Dryads, though, coming in a moment. He needs to hold on here for a little longer.
Militia coming for Romantic. This is a pretty big push. I don't know if he has defend, but I just assume he has.
A
Abolish
town is under
magic
siege.
coming. This Engine of War will not be there, but Foggy knows, okay, damn, I need some help. Engine of Wars won't do the job. 250 mana. He can't snipe this one footman, and that's gonna be level 3. Tinker has 1 pocket factory. Dryads are there. Abolish magic coming in a bit. But the Warden taking a lot of damage. She has to keep herself away from the Shredder and the rest. This is not
Very
looking
tense game. Needs one more footy kill for the level up. She's gonna staff back. And she's gonna heal up there. Oh, but how can she? The moon was totally dry. Needs to get potions, needs to get clarities. This
Players'
buys
forces
time for the
are under
towers.
attack.
He needs a better position for the Tinker. Engine Protectors are coming up in the base. At the expansion, level 2 for the Tinker.
Where's the pocket factory? Use it, my friend. There we go. Alright, Warden is coming from the north. Almost level 3. One more kill. There's one heal squad. It's already been used. Kill something, Foggy. Kill something. Needs to get one footy. Wants to get the towers first, though. Level 3, there we go. Fan of Knives. Give it to us.
He has 2.
Ah, he has Blink. He has Blink.
He has Blink, yeah, right. He has to work with Shadow Free. And
Uh-oh.
here comes the Naga. Mass damage on the Warden. Blinks away, though. I think he can defend it, but with mass loses in his army.
but the
Shadow
Naga-
Priest is down. The Berserker is down. The Naga falls, though. Shredder damage and Shadow Strike. Well done. Foggy loses his Berserker because he stands still there. Level 4 on the Archmage. Naga, Warden in trouble. The Zeppelin is almost down thanks to the Dryads. Does a good job taking them out. And the Shredder, MVP in this.
Oh, the Warden against the Shredder!
Blinks
dies.
away. Holy fuck.
One hit away. Jesus Christ. He's gonna repair his own Shredder. Shredder on Shredder action. The peasant's doing the best, but he will fall. Level 3 for this Tinker already. And here's the next pocket factory. By the way, in the main for the human, we have double aviaries coming up.
Oh boy. Mass Hawks, as it seems.
How
Yeah, then there's no Naga, there's no Panda.
How
The
quickly
Tinker
is-
can't attack air.
How quickly is he gonna scout this?
Town
Tier
is
3 is on
under
its way,
siege.
just started now. And he's going Hippogriffs. Nice. He needs a lot.
Oh, the
of
Warden didn't heal up. Has to use the potion here.
The AM might be forced into the invul here, which isn't bad.
Naga's back.
No mana on the Warden, really.
Has 1 blink, always has
Players'
this
Jesus
one
Christ, what a
blink.
tense game.
The Ancient Protectors are gone, by the way. Tier 3 on the way, but very late.
Tier 3 also coming for the human.
He doesn't have... how many? Like, he has 3 Dryads, 1 Hippo.
A town is under
Does
siege.
not produce more hippos. The first push for Romantic will be super hard to defend. Like the next upcoming push. With the first 4 hippos.
Oh, he scans the main. He saw the Dragonhawks.
Here you see it. And he has to immediately go for the second Engine of Wind.
A player's forces are under attack.
Doesn't do it though, has no resources currently.
Invul, is it gonna be purchased here by Foggy? Should be the choice here, I feel, but doesn't do it.
Edge Protector coming again. Trying to get it up for Dragonhawks.
In the main though, there is no AP protection. Of course there, he's gonna have the opportunity to rely on the Moonwells. But the human is not going all in here on this Dragonhawk push. He's going to tier 3 behind this. So much supply for Romantic. 64 against only 56 for Foggy.
Dragonhawks now. Foggy takes out this spot, but he doesn't get the item. He does get a total intelligence, but here comes the rest of the army. He has to run back. He needs the Edge Protectors. There's the TP. There is the staff for him. And the heal scroll. First AP is up. Second AP about to be up.
Trying to snipe the first Dragonhawk, and with the Shadow Strike, it's going to work as well.
Heal scroll being used to protect the Warden.
Has the
He has to play it
TP.
so slow.
With 2 APs here, this expansion is safe.
Nice reaction.
Slow siege again.
60 supply
Like-
for Foggy, 61 for Romantic. It's not going Hippogriffs at all.
There's one in the main, but that one's not doing anything really. Repositioning of the AP very far forward now. Ancient One is coming up in the back. Who's gonna be faster at the sniping here? First, 2 Dryads fall, and the trade was only 1 Dragonhawk. But there is 1 AP now here as well. We have the Lightning Shield coming in against the few footies that there are, and the towers will be taken out quickly by the looks of it.
The second engine protector is moving further forward as well. The Tinker with double damage against the heroes here. Of course, it's not working against air, but Foggy seems to have it. The Tinker's in problem though. Can he somehow save a town portal being swapped? Warden is a bit exposed. He needs to. Oh, the Tinker! No TP yet. He runs away, so the rest of the army stays here and repels the tower push again.
Warden left though, along with a couple of Dryads. Oh, but it was to this expansion, okay.
Yeah, there's no shop. It's coming now. Romantic is running away, and that buys Foggy the
Nice,
time that he
nice.
needs.
Holds on. Tier 3 is now done, however. We're gonna have the Animal War training upgrade for the Hawks. And what else?
This game is so on a knife's edge. It's on the level 4 on the Tinker. Level 4 on a Tinker.
Could be perhaps, if he reaches level 6, the first Robo Tinker. What's it even called? The ultimate.
Mechanic? I don't know. Mechanic 4.
Would be the first one of this tournament. AM finishes the spot. Tools of Quel'Thalas are not what he was hoping for.
These items, man, are so
A
one-sided.
player's forces are under attack.
And now Foggy, Ancient of War, in position. This Warden is starting to get there now. She was level 2 for such a long time, remember?
Will we expand for the second time?
That's right, so checking it out. And yeah.
And
does
Protector
look
are
like it.
protecting this here. Or like, conquering this spot to make sure that Romantic is not expanding.
And a new base coming up with Foggy. Feeling so confident here. Isn't he afraid of all those Dragonhawks?
Player's forces are under attack.
Oh, Foggy, are you being a little too greedy here? Just make units. Get upgrades. I'm getting a little afraid here.
Good gracious. It's okay. Just against the Fortlighting, against the Mountain King, this would have been worse, of course. Attack upgrade for the Dragonhawks number 1. So many.
74 supply.
And Foggy decides to expand.
52 for
Player's
Foggy.
forces are under
Dude,
attack.
make units.
Did he buy a Tome of Retraining for Fan of Night? Not too sure.
I'm afraid of this Tinker. He's so bad against all this air.
The Roboform can't attack air, right?
No. He has the orb, so he actually can, but...
Trying to force a town portal, but there's a potion of healing and stabs on Romantic side. He sees the massive Hawk army.
The Tinker might be in trouble. There's no TP, no invul for him.
Heal scroll.
He's also pretty fast here with the 2 levels in the passive, which I assume he has. But that's X-Wise to be cancelled, yeah.
Yeah, no problem though.
A player's
Fog is
forces
finally
are under attack.
producing.
He played it really greedy and he continues to go for Dryads. 1-1 upgrades against 1-0.
And going for hippos now is so dangerous. Like, are you ever gonna
Yeah,
get to a critical
they will
mass?
all be shackled. They will all be shackled.
Yeah. Maybe Dark Ranger 3rd, but with only level 1 silence, that is a really small AoE.
Yeah,
Warden.
Archers maybe with tier 3 upgrade.
A player's forces are under
There's
attack.
nothing, not really too much that could kill them.
Yeah. There's also no AoE against the archers, so it could be a possibility.
Drop lightning, yeah, but there's Lune's Grace passive, so they don't take that much damage.
I think just mass riots with mass upgrades is the best choice by the way upgrade wise. We have 1 against 2, 0. Warden finds. What is the item?
Where the mana stealing.
Not that great. TP home. We have bears now here as well.
It's very hard to cast this now. Shadow Strike on the Dragonhawks. He wants to take out as many as possible, as fast as possible. He follows the town hall as Romantic is losing quite a bit here.
Player's forces.
Warden hit level 5 during all of this. And did he go for Tome of Retraining?
I didn't see it, unfortunately.
Towers coming up here at the natural are gonna be scouted
Good
very quickly
distraction,
though.
but
Town's
Romantic
under
lost
siege.
not too much. Oh, did he? No, he started reproducing, was at 70 food, so it was okay. Foggy down to 61 again. Bears now, he needs Roar.
I don't know, does he? He has Mass Dryad.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh.
Level 5 for the Tinker, level 5 for the Warden. Is this gonna be the beginning of some economy harass?
Loud, the anti-protectors are gone, and that exposes the expansion in the bottom left.
Yep. Opens up another possibility here.
Tinker going for the staff pocket factory action.
Oh yeah, he can harass so well now.
Yeah,
Look at the
with the
expansion, there's not a single guard tower.
Oh boy, that's gonna be good.
And because there's no MK, he can always staff out.
Yeah.
Oh, this is really nice play. I really like this.
He has to do it over and over and over again. Maybe he can like
Player's forces are
prepare
under attack.
the peasants with exactly this. You know, they explode, they get guaranteed damage here. So the area of effect Fan of Knife is gonna kill them faster. Romantic sends them away. Mining denied already with 1 pocket factory. Not even the staff use. That's really cool.
Main gold mines, by the way, about 1,000 left. And of course, the Night Elf then always has the opportunity to re-expand with the Tree of Eternity.
Level 5 Tinker it is also.
He can throw another pocket factory into the main. Buy more and more time.
Yeah.
The Dragonhawks are pretty fast though, so they can get to the pocket factory pretty quickly, take it
Player's
out.
forces are under
And the
attack.
Tinker is very good at this. But how good is the level 5 Tinker really in a late game, straight up fight?
He just has to play this lame. As lame as possible.
And also, the Avatar of Vengeance against Dragonhawks. Well, I guess he's gonna have a lot of corpses from his own Dryads.
Oh, nice defense for Romantic, just with the Shredder. Good. Well done. And do you think like one...
TP, there's gonna be a fight here in a second in the main base. Alright, Fan of Knives, do we see it? I don't see it. No, it's Shadow Strike level 3 over Fan of Knives. Who's gonna win this fight? 75 supply for the human, 76 for the Night Elf. Everything is being sniped out pretty damn quickly. Upgrade-wise, by the way, the Night Elf is on 1-1 against 3-1. Such a big advantage now for Romantic suddenly. But supply-wise, still hanging in is Foggy. Getting more and more kills, getting these bears saved as well.
What a save against this bear! Phenomenal. Gets half the level on the Warden, like 40% on the Tinker, and another expansion coming up. Romantic has no time to expand himself. 770. It's again Tinker lame time. Maybe with the Warden this time as well. But double invul. I'm really surprised how Foggy keeps on winning those fights without good upgrades.
Yeah, it's strange, right? Those Dragonhawks should be sniping those Dryads one by one. But he finds the counter kills. And yeah, here's an X-Pocket Factory. And these peasants are already quite bruised.
A player's forces
Feels like
are
I
under
need some
attack.
energy here to continue casting.
Guys, Foggy's on a good way. Give him a little bit more of your energy. He seems to be winning this game. It's not over yet, of course. The humans still at 72 supply.
I really like that Foggy is investing more into the town hall. He always goes safe. He never overextends. Gets a knight here for free.
Only thing missing here for him seems to be upgrades. These Dryads stay pretty weak on only 1-1.
Another knight. This is 8 supply just got for free.
Very nice. Very, very nice indeed. And the next pocket factory into the main. Shredder might be able to take it up quickly. To the north, 2 kills for free for the human as well.
Alright. Here we go again. Shadow Strike over Shadow Strike. Fortnite to counter this. The Tinker with good right clicks here. Naga and Archmage have to run away again. They want to kite, but against Mass Dryads, kiting is not the best idea. And the clockwork, the main is expired.
Facing forward, this Paladin, only level 2, doesn't have the strongest heal. The Naga now in trouble, she has an invul and will be forced to use it as well. But then, the main is exposed.
A player's
Next Pocket
forces
Factory
are under
will fly in. The Tinker is close to level 6 before the Warden actually. The Naga in the north. Holy Light again. Is there another Shadow Strike? No, he doesn't have the mana. But the slow is there from the Dryads. Might this be the kill? Can he Saber Staff something? Anything?
Potion.
Then he has a potion and a heal as well.
Close to level 3 Paladin, gets some more damage. There's a Shadow Strike now, uses it. And Holy Light didn't dodge it though, only the damage over time.
And suddenly only 7 Hawks left. Finally level 3 for the Paladin, that is crucial.
2,900 gold for Romantic, no
Player's
expansion
forces
there.
are
Foggy
under
here,
attack.
4,700. The late expansion is doing a good job for Foggy and longer. He finds 3 Dragon Hawks,
Uh-oh.
but it won't be enough.
Fly over the trees, no reveal here being
He's
used.
not moving the Tree of Eternity now, he does. Finally has some time. Moving the Tree of Eternity over. This is of course a free expansion.
Yeah. And he's containing his opponent now, so his expos won't be exposed. I never noticed that before. On the other side of the map. The Tinker Man getting close to level 6.
You see it. Less than 100 experience.
This is the slow siege. This is like
Shop is gone. This is so big.
one goblin after the other walking in there every time they explode for AoE. Seems like he's choking him out little by little. 74 supply against 65. And Foggy was able to take good fights even when he was slightly behind in supply. This should be his map for the taking. But don't get impatient. Against Infi he was very patient.
Yeah, and he really learned to bleed his opponent's dry. And always think of the little stuff like buying the potions, buying the heal scroll, stuff like that. Level 6 for the Tinker. Can he smash down the expansion right away? Dryads were missing in the fight. Not the best opening, but here it is. Level 6 Tinker ultimate. So much damage. Level 6 for the Warden as well. Does he have mana? No, no Avatar of Vengeance. But the Tinker is so much worse. But Foggy is losing a lot of his Dryads there. The Naga's down. Archmage is down though. Can the Tinker win this game alone?
In the back, they don't have a TP. 2 heroes, they're almost both dead. Holy Light can only help one. The Naga in trouble. The Robo Goblin should get the last hit, and he will. The hero kill goes the Nida's way. The Archmage now in trouble, and the Holy Light is not in time.
G from Romantic. Foggy is again the 3rd best player in the freaking world. 24 minutes it took, 32 minutes it took on map 2. In over an hour he made. We see him boxing there again. The boxing champion makes it into the 2nd last game of the tournament. Best Night Elf in the world.
Absolutely. Foggy, what a performance. And Romantic's already gone.
I just hear Kuke. Oh, screaming. You hear clapping. Ugri, of course, there, waiting for him. Hawk, Orc Worker, all of them. And you have the pleasure to interview him, my friend. I am gonna get him.
We want to hear from the man himself. Making it again to the top 3. What a game. Again, he's behind 1-0. And again, he comes back just as he did against TH. And now he's going to be playing against 1-0 in the next round. But we're going to have a bit of a break here, of course. Don't want to force the players to like play back-to-back series with only, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes. I imagine we're going to have a little more time here. And he's going to be here any moment. Foggy. Him and 1-0 once again making it into the top 3. Romantic, what a strong showing from him. Improving so much compared to last time. But Foggy will be the gatekeeper that keeps him away from the medals. Bronze, silver and gold still up for grabs. Infi is already guaranteed 1st or 2nd place. And with 1-0 versus Foggy coming up next, we're going to find out who takes at home bronze. Foggy said he wanted to take at least top 2 here. He wanted to get to the final, and he's only 1 step away now. Everyone's cheering outside. They are so happy for him. And so are you. Jesus Christ, I've never heard The Office so loud. Just a short one. All right. Foggy, once again, you are 1-2 behind, but what a marvelous comeback and what a game to finish it off with the Tinker 2nd there. But Map number 1, it seemed like there were a few things that didn't really go according to plan. Were you... What was that? What
I
was
was
going on there?
disappointed about first map because Last Refuge were hard to play versus human.
We said that as
So,
well, pretty unfortunate.
After Last Refuge, I know that last GCS we play with TH and first map was also LR, Last Refuge, and I lost, and after win 2-0, so I said that Fogi, come on, you can win next map.
Of course you can.
Like yesterday TS, I lost because play bad first game, so I'm warm up. And second map, I think, oh, TM, good map,
Yeah.
more time to clicking, and
Yeah. He made it really close. You had at one point you had 4 bases, he only had 2, but he still made it close. Very well played by him
Yeah.
also.
yeah, I
And-
think I invest much resources in my expansions, so I can't go Chimers versus
Yep.
his Mortars
And map
Knights.
number 3, the most unusual. He went for a warden who was level 2 for a very long time. We were really concerned. We were getting a little worried. He went for the Tinker, expanded with the Tinker and the Shredder. Then he came and attacked with tower support, but you just barely held on. And then he had so many Dragonhawks. When we saw those many Dragonhawks, we were really afraid, like, uh-oh, can he really defeat that with Dryads? Were you also concerned with seeing all those Dragonhawks against you, or how were you feeling in the game?
He went all in, and my defense was success. So after this, I no worry about late game because I creeped too much. Have much gold and good devices, good level hero. So
Yeah.
didn't worry about he had so many Dragonhawk because I have also many Dryads.
Okay, that was a very, very entertaining game, very entertaining series. Now you're almost to the top 2 finish. That's where you want to be. You want to be in the final, only 1-0 in your way. This is my last question for you. I know you want to prepare a little bit. How good do you feel about 1-0? What are your chances?
We will see. I played, I think, too much games versus Happy, like 50 games before I come to GCS. 2 weeks I played only Night Elf versus Undead. So we will see. Happy has a different style, I think, but it's the same matchup. So I need just good focus and energy. So
Okay.
I can do
I
it.
know chat is giving you energy. They're all raising up their arms and they want you to take their energy.
Hey, hi guys from Twitch. Привет, Майкери, пацаны с Good Game, Twitch, YouTube. Всем привет.
Foggy, I don't want to keep you too long. I know you want to prepare as much as you can here in the little break because you have 1 more and hopefully 2 more games coming up. So get ready for 1-0 and I hope we see you again here later today.
Yeah, I hope so. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, guys. Foggy needs to get ready. He's top 3 again. He wants to get further this time. Wants to get top 2. But to do that, he needs to get past the best Undead in the world. He's the champion of last GCS. And to make matters worse, the matchup against Night Elf is the best of 1-0 with a ridiculous 80% win rate. Foggy, though, he is good against Undead. He hasn't defeated 1-0 before. Not in a series at least, but he has shown that he can take maps off of the Undead race. Alright. It's going to be an exciting game coming up. What's it called? The losers final? The consolation final? I think nowadays we call it losers final. We have determined our top 3. 1-0, Infi, and Foggy are left. Only the Orcish Horde is missing in our top 3. And I think we go into a small break and we'll be soon back with 1-0 versus Foggy.